Hello YouTube friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Beth and this is my YouTube channel, Red Cross Stitcher. I am also Red Cross Stitcher on Instagram as well, so you can connect with me on that social media platform too. Today is Wednesday, March the 27th, 2024, and my channel is primarily about cross stitch with some quilting, garment sewing, general sewing, and crochet, knit. You'll see a lot on here. If it's needle and thread, I've either done it or I want to do it. And so at some point you're going to see it here on my channel. So go ahead, pull up a chair here in my studio, and let's just sit and chat with each other. It's been about a month since my last Flosstube. And first and foremost, I just want to say to you all, thank you so very much for your prayers, your well wishes, and your thoughts. I am about 3 weeks post-op and getting better every day, and I appreciate that. You all have touched me in more ways than you will ever know, and I am so very thankful for you all. I love this community. You all are family to me. And I appreciate that because it's touched me way deep down in my heart when you all would send me messages and cards and just knowing that you were thinking about me. I appreciate that. But since my last Flosstube, I had the surgery and we lost my brother-in-law at a very young age, Scott. And I ask you to pray for my sister. If you just she comes across your mind, would you please say a prayer for her? Her name's Missy. I appreciate it so very much. I know that the Lord is seeing us through this, and He will continue to help us, give us peace. And but I thank you for just lifting her up and her family. I would appreciate that so very much. Thank you. So I am recovering well. Each day gets better. And actually over the this past weekend, probably Sunday into Monday. Monday was probably my best day that I have felt. And you know how you're like, well, I could do a little more because I feel better. And quickly realize you can't. And my body lets me know. I've got just some limitations. I can't lift anything heavier than a gallon of milk. I'm not allowed to reach, put my arms above my head for, no pulling, no tugging, that sort of thing. So it's been a little slow stitching. I can't sew right now, so I've not been in and to sew on the sewing. Well, I did try. Maybe a week ago, and I just couldn't do it. So I'm hoping in the next 3 weeks I can get back in my studio and do some sewing as well. So my stitching has been limited because of it. They told me, perfect world, your arms will stay by your side. You know, you're not supposed to be moving and pulling. I can do walks, and I've done that. No problem with that. So again, every day stronger, every day better. So, but thank you. I just wanted to tell you thank you. Specifically, I want to thank Stacy, 911 Stitcher. She sent me the most beautiful bouquet of flowers and a balloon, and it just blew my mind. I appreciate you, Stacy. I love you so much. And Christy from Floss Boss and Cousins sent me a card. And again, I'm not going to cry. No, I'm not going to cry. I appreciate that so very much. And any of you know, if you have ever been dealing with anything and out of the blue, you get something from someone, how that touches you. And again, just so thankful for the card. And then again, all of your all's warm wishes and prayers. Oh, so very thankful. So I love you all. again, you all are family to me, and I appreciate that. So I don't have a ton to show from finishes, and I did do one new start, and I'll show you. I think it's an epic fail. I want to get your opinion on. I do have one FFO, and guys, I am like this close to being done with Land That I Love. So I hope you stick with me, and let's walk through, and then I'll show you some of the stuff I got from Market, that I chose for Market, and just some things I've picked up. And I did get some Happy Mail again from Christy, and then Debbie sent me a chart that she had duplicated. So can't wait to show you that too. All right, my FFO is The Winter is Past by Blackbird Designs. I probably should have brought the camera closer, you all. I apologize. So I don't have to reach as far. Let me see if I can scoot in. All right. And I'd already finished it and shown that. This was my New Year's Day start. But now it's FFO'd. I am just pleased with it. I stitched this on 36 count vellum by Picture This Plus with the called for over dyed, and I think I switched a few out of the called for the DMC conversion for it that they had listed. And I framed this. Look how pretty that little frame is. This was a picture I got at Hobby Lobby on clearance. I think I paid $6.99 for it. So that is my finish. And I cannot wait to hang it up in the bedroom. So we're going to hang that in the bedroom. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure what is a companion piece to that, but I want to say Christy from Crosshatch Quilts was doing, I think there was a trio, and maybe she was just changing some other designs, but I want to say they were all about the same size that she was also doing. I just love, I love that color. So let's see, the next one, I am so very close, you all, to Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. And I told you that I am going to personalize this, and I debated on doing it here where the bands were separating and doing some names there, and then I decided that I'm going to do initials down here amongst the strawberries. So I am doing this on 36 count Barb's Brew with the called for floss. And I am so close. So I have the bottom done. There's a few more flowers to fill in, and then I am coming up the side over here, and I'm outlining the flower stems, and then I have the strawberries left to do. So I did do the bands, the separating bands, and again, I am just, my goal is to put a few of just the first letter of their name amongst the strawberries for people who have served in my family. And if you're new to my channel, my husband served 25 years, and my son, our youngest, is currently serving and in the Air National Guard. And so you'll see a lot of patriotic stuff from me. Patriotic cross stitch, quilts, pretty much anything patriotic I absolutely love. So what else have I done? Okay. Brenda Gervais, When Flowers Blossom. This one, I think, is literally just makes fun of me. You all, I told you I'd had problems with the house. And I had to go and rip that out and redo it. Then, I think that I had to stitch that roof, I want to say like 2 or 3 times. So then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to come down and start working on the saying. I'll just come over and start that. I think I did it 3 times, and I finally pulled my thread out. It's like, I'm not even pulling it out yet. I was going to show you all. I am so frustrated. It's 1 stitch off, because I had started above, I think, the lady. When I turn it around, you can see. So I counted it off the top of her hat. And when I came across, and then I went up, and it was wrong. So I thought, where am I off? So I found it, pulled it out, started restitching, and I think I went across to Blossoms, and something was off there. And then I started looking, I'm like, how can that be off? And realized when I came back and stitched this, the bee comes. There is a bigger gap between the and the bees. That's how that's supposed to be. But do you see, bees is 1 above. I think it's the bees is higher than the word the. So I've got to rip all of that back out. And now I don't know if the blossom piece is right. So I've got to redo that. I just feel like this thing's laughing at me. Like, you think you're done, but you're not. So it's one of those that I'm just going to have to keep plugging away at it, because I feel like it's been in my, not rotation per se, but it's been in my whip pile for a little bit, and that just needs to be done. Okay, then I get on Instagram, and again, I've said this before, you get on there and you scroll, and my eyes are bigger than my hands, from a standpoint, like we always said, your eyes are bigger than your belly. I get to wanting to do stuff, and knowing good and well that I can't get all this done that I would like to do. But I saw Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher was starting, I can't remember if she said she was starting Serenity or if she showed a picture of it. I'm not sure. And you'll see is one of my market hauls. And then I thought, oh, okay, maybe that may be the one I'll start too. And Teresa Kogut posts that she is starting stitching on one of the Patreon charts for March, which is Spring Manor. And I didn't print the cover sheet out for it. So I'll show you this real quick. That's it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, she was using, if I'm not mistaken, some new linen. Maybe it was Fox and Rabbit she got at Market that they had given her. So there's only a mock-up. So I thought, well, let me do it. And here are the called for colors. Mostly DMC with a few over dyed. Okay. So that's what it looks like. It called for, let's see what color that is. I've got my contacts in. I can't see the symbol as well. I think, yeah. that is 3864 is the one that goes all the way around the border. Let me see if I have 3864. I may have not. No, I've already taken it off. It was very light. And I'm choosing to do mine on 16 count Ada Milk and Honey. And it was so light, it didn't even show up. And I thought when she showed the picture, that her color was about the same color as what I chose. But, so this is what I'm talking about. I changed it. I actually changed it because the one 3864 wouldn't even show up on it. I changed it to 407, but I'm not loving it. I don't know if I need to try to go darker fabric and use the 3864. So I kind of put it aside and thought, I'm not going any further because I'm not loving it. On the pattern's beautiful. I don't like it on this fabric, and I don't like it with the 407. So I just try to darken it up one notch from what it was called for. So again, a new start, but didn't get very far. But again, I think I might look at a darker piece of fabric on it to see if that will help, if that would be would change the look of that, because you know, we only want to stitch what we love. And I love the pattern. I just don't love it on that. And again, life's too short. I want to, you know, do it all, of course. But I want to be very intentional with that on the right fabric. I don't want to keep going and wasting my time and then have to set it aside. So those are the 3 things that I've worked on. The goal, it is the 27th of March. My goal is to have Land That I Love done by the end of this month. So hopefully that will be done here shortly, and then I can move on to something else. Okay, so let me get into what I've purchased and some of the stuff that I've kitted, and then I'll talk a little bit about the quilt that I have. And okay, I purchased this off the D-Stash. Teresa Kogut's egg collector. I think that's super cute. I like that one. So I just literally got these in the mail. Some of this stuff just came either this week or last week. I got La-Di-Da in the Sweet. So cute. I got that one. I got Plum Street Sampler House 3. So pretty. I got Stacy Nash Primitives. This is the sewing bag. Jane Lurfke, or I don't know how, Lefray. I don't know how you pronounce that. But I got that. And then I'll just start pulling the bags out. I've got some of my stuff already in bags. Okay, this is a market release. So I'll tell you what I've already purchased from Barefoot Needle Art was Teresa Kogut. I think I got everything because I already had her pat chart, The Simple Life. That may have been the only one that I didn't purchase because I did have it. And some of the others I had that were in her book, but I went ahead and got the book anyway. we are planning a trip with the cross stitch group that I stitch with. We're actually going to go on a trip tomorrow. We weren't sure where we were going to hit. If we were going to go just to one of the quilt shops more locally. If we were going to go away, we were going to go to Stitch Point, which is in Greensboro, North Carolina. And my intent was to buy some of the Plum Street from her, and JBW, I think, is JBW designs the red houses. My friend Diane, Be a Blessing Stitcher, she, funny, her showing some of her market haul, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we love the same things. It's so funny to see what each of us likes. Our tastes are so similar. And she's just a blessing to me. Let me tell you, she's been such a good friend to me, and someone that I can lean on and talk to. And I appreciate you, Diane, so very much. Okay, so the first one I got is Wherever There Are Birds by Teresa Kogut. And I kitted it with, and again, I've said before, if you're new here, I like to stitch on an Aida linen, Lagana, even weave, whatever. I'm good to go. These are the called for colors. And I am stitching mine on Picture This Plus 28 count Heartland linen. So I think that is going to be super cute. So I've got that. Sorry for any crinkling of the bags. I got this from one of the D-Stash, Twin Peak Santa 2020. And I kitted it with a hand-dyed 16 count Aida. And I am using DMC. So I think that will be very pretty. And I haven't started, well, since the last 3 weeks I've been mainly doing Land That I Love. I haven't done any Christmas yet, but I want to, and I'll show you one specifically that I will. I think I already showed you the Tiny Town, the Patriotic Heart and Hand. I showed you that I had bought that, but this is what I think I'm going to do it on. And I don't know if this is 18 count Salt Rock by Color and Cotton. That's what I'm going to do that on. I may have to give a break from the Patriotic since that's again been what I've been stitching on so much. Let's see. Trying to find my market haul. All right, this one definitely I definitely want to start. And God Saw by Teresa Kogut. So pretty. I have got this one kitted with 18 count. I don't know what the name of that is. I can't make out the writing. So that, because it's got like that yellowy kind of a tinge to it. So I'm going to do it on that with the called for. think I'm doing all DMC on this one. The house might be overdyed, but I'm doing all DMC on that one. I love Teresa's designs, and I just think her charts are just gorgeous. I bought the book, Hello Spring. And this one has several designs in it. I'd show you, but I can't separate. Let me see if she's got a page with all of them on there. No, I don't see it. So I have got it kitted. They're out. I think there's 8. I am doing one for Cherry Jubilee. Let me see if I can show you that. Cherry Jubilee. And then the other one I'm doing is Strawberry Delight. And it is super cute as well. So I've got those 2 kitted, and I'm doing Strawberry Delight on a black Monaco. And I think this is a 28 count Monaco. And I'm doing the DMC. And on Cherry Jubilee, I am using a 28 count piece of Picture This Plus Wren. So I've got those ready to go. And my sweet friend Debbie, I love you, girl. She is, since I first started my channel, has been so good to me. And she had bought the Prairie Schooler Let It Snow 2007 limited edition. Isn't that so cute? So I already have it kitted. And it only takes like 4 colors. 1, 2, 3, 5 colors. And I'm going to do it on 28 count Milk and Honey by Picture This Plus. So I'm going to do that. So thank you, Debbie, so very much. I can't wait to start that one. That one might be one of the first Christmas ones I start. And like a lot of you all, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I got Serenity. And you all, I'm already, well, I have Land That I Love finished by the end of the month. Then I'm doing Dwelling Place, which is another large project. You'd think I'd say stop, but I'm not. I'm like, keep going. Serenity. So pretty. Let's see, how big is this? Oh yeah, 338 by 340. It's so massive. It's a good one. And it's, at least it's not real dense, except the house and the deer. But I am doing it on an unknown, looks like a 36 count linen with, I am doing all DMC I think this is all DMC. So, can't wait to start that one. And again, I don't know at what point I have so many that I want to start. That's the bad thing, that I just say, Beth, you know, I've got my plan. I got my 12 that I chose, and I have done 2 and completed 2 and started, well, I've started 3, completed 2 of my 12. That didn't include my New Year's Day start, so. But now you keep adding all this, and it's like, oh. Another Teresa Kogut. Sacred. So pretty too. And this is 32 count. Antique ivory. Linen. And with the called for DMC. And I hope that I'm going to make sure that one of those threads show up on my my linen. Then I got Voice So Sweet. And I am going to stitch this one. Okay, I'm going out of my box on this one. So it calls for, let's see, Brea by Needle and Flax. But I am thinking, what about macaroon? This is a Color and Cotton 36 count. And I think I'm going to do it on that. I think that will be pretty. So I'm going to, again, want to start that one. That one is 149 by 138. So not near as big as the others. And then I got this off the D-Stash. George Decorates for Martha. I thought that was really pretty. I am doing this one on vintage, wait. Oh, I've got 2 pieces of linen in here. One is 36 count Cafe au Lait, and then I've got a 36 count Vintage Country Mocha, but I think I'm doing it on the Vintage Country Mocha. And there are the colors. So I'm going to do that. Why I put that other one in there. And then, let me see. I've already shown that. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. Y'all, this was on the D-Stash page. And I don't know if I had done this after I had the surgery, then I can blame it on that I wasn't thinking clearly. But I got Let Freedom Ring by Lila's Studio. Okay. If I thought Land That I Love was huge, you all, what in the world was I thinking? trying to see the stitch count. If 311 by 238. But that's heavy stitching. I mean, that's massive. Oh my gosh. Whew. I don't know. I have it kitted with 40 count Little Bunny. I don't know if that's XJU or Lakeside. I don't remember what this one is. All right, y'all, that's what I have from cross stitch side. Oh, let me show you what else I found. We had went to the antique mall, and several other floss tubers have shown theirs. Look how cute. The little milk glass. I do want to make a tomato to put in the middle of it, but I love it. And it does hold your scissors really nice. So I got that. I did get some quilt fabric in, but I didn't get it out. And I think that's all that I've gotten. Like I said, there are a few, the Plum Street. I know there is the JBW that I want to purchase, but yeah, excited, so very excited. And okay, so let's go over the quilt. If I can remember correctly, I am wanting to say this was Sherry McConnell, A Quilting Life. It seems like this was her 2021 or 2022 maybe. I'm thinking that's hers. I could be totally wrong, and it could be somebody else's, but this is using a mixture. I've got some Bonnie and Camille, Corey Yoder, and there might even be a little bit of Fig Tree in there. But I am part of a quilt guild, and you know, we have a charity that guild members donate quilts to, and it's called the Butterfly House. It's for abused children or children that have been neglected, so it's a great organization. And if you are a quilter and you don't belong to a guild, join one. One, you're getting to meet new people and make friendships, but two, typically there's charity work to be done, and you get to be a part of that. If you're local to the North Carolina area in Stanley County, come and join us. We are Three Rivers Quilt Guild in Albemarle, North Carolina. We'd love to have you. And also, if you're local, we have a stitch group that meets. We were meeting at the library, and then did 2 different days. We were meeting at the library during the day, and then we started meeting at Starbucks in the evening, so those who worked could join. And we were outgrowing Starbucks. We were getting close to 20 people, and it wasn't feasible anymore. And the church here in Locust, North Carolina, which is the First Presbyterian Church in Locust, is allowing us to use their space, and it's a $1 donation for each person who comes. You all, that space is phenomenal. It's going to give us the ability to do classes. When we did a class at the library, it was really hard, especially if we did a class with your sewing machine. It had to be limited to a few people because of just space constraints. But this space is large and open, and again, just such a blessing to be able to have that. But if you're local to the Locust, North Carolina area, come join us. We meet on Thursdays, every Thursday, from 5 to 8 p.m. at the First Presbyterian Church in Locust. We'd love to have you there too. I don't have anything on Ada, new on Ada. Again, like I said, I've not been able to sew, but I'll get back to it soon. I appreciate you all spending time with me. Again, I know time is precious, and I appreciate you spending it with me. You all, just love you all so much, and I thank you. I just thank you for being my friend. You all are all my virtual friends, and I appreciate that so very much. So thank you. You all be creative today. Go be creative and do something fun. And but I do want, before I go, let me just do a few shout outs. Diane, like I had said, Diane, Be a Blessing Stitcher. If you all are not subscribers of Diane's, go check Diane out. She is a blessing. She's a big blessing to me. She and I have become very good friends, and I can't wait to meet her one day in person. So go check her out. Of course, Floss Boss and Cousins, Christy and Callie, check them out. Jessica, Sweetwater Stitcher. Jessica has done some amazing videos here lately. I know she did a Brenda Gervais kind of parade that she had done. And she's very inspiring with the works that she's doing. And she steps out of her comfort zone and changes floss up with what matches her decor and things. And she's inspired me. I am wanting to do the Christmas rules based on Jessica's finished product that she did. And but go check Jessica out. And just Stacy 911 Stitcher, Michelle, made by Michelle McGraw. Go give them all a shout out. I'm sure you all already watch them and love them, but if you don't, go check them out. But I thank you. I hope to be back in 3 weeks. I probably won't do a tutorial in between, just to get through recovery. And then after my next Flosstube, hopefully we'll get started on a new tutorial that I can load for you all. But enjoy your day. And again, just be creative, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you. Bye.